Post 1. I rent a two-bedroom in an older brick building near downtown. It is not fancy, but it is safe, quiet, and the heat works in winter, which is more than I can say for my last place. My former roommate moved out mid-lease for a job in another city, and I took over the full rent for a month while I figured out what to do. My landlord, Mr. Patel, said I could find a subletter for the second room as long as they passed a basic check. He even sent me a text saying he had a perfect match already on file from a previous open unit, a grad student named Jamie who needed a room through summer. Quiet, clean, references attached. He forwarded me the application and a short bio paragraph about late nights, studying, and being allergic to cats. I said, yes, please, this sounds like a dream. The person who showed up was not a quiet grad student and not named Jamie. On move-in day, a guy in his 30s rolled up in a beat-up SUV with two friends and a speaker that was already blasting. He introduced himself as Z, shoved a duffel into my hands without waiting for me to agree, and said he would bring the rest up in waves. I stood in the living room reading the text from Mr. Patel again like maybe I had misread it. The friends carried in a gaming chair, a ring light, a box labeled fog machine, and a case of energy drinks. I asked where Jamie was. Z laughed and said, "My full name is Jameson, man. Everyone calls me Z." I sent Mr. Patel a quick message from the hallway. "Are we sure this is the same person as the application?" He replied that the application said Jameson and that he had a copy of a state ID. He told me not to judge a book by the cover and that everything would settle down once the tenant settled in. That night, Z set the ring light up in the kitchen and filmed himself drinking something neon while shouting into his phone about hustle culture and morning routines. At 1 a.m., he roasted a steak directly on the gas flame and set off the smoke detector. I took a photo the next morning of a new black oval on the counter where he placed the hot pan. In the picture, you can see the timestamp and his case of energy drinks lined up like a product display behind it. I tried to be a normal, patient person. I work in IT support, and I am used to people who do not read instructions. The next day, I left a written welcome with the Wi-Fi password and 3 house basics. No smoking anything inside, quiet after 10, and please clean the stove after using it. I said it in person too over dinner. He nodded while scrolling and said, "Totally, all good." At 2 in the morning, my bedroom wall was pulsing with bass. I put on sweatpants, knocked, and he opened the door with a girl behind him trying on my old roommate's vintage denim jacket that I had boxed up in the hall closet to sell. I asked him to turn it down and told the girl that jacket was not for borrowing. Z did turn it down.